Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Donald Trump was back in court today for his New York hush money trial, and in a twist no one saw coming, he remained conscious.
In a recent episode, Stephen Colbert tackled Donald Trump's ongoing legal troubles with his signature humor and razor-sharp commentary. Colbert's biting remarks didn't just elicit laughs. They also served as a damning indictment of Trump's highly unusual post-presidency controversies. During the May 7th, 2024 broadcast, Colbert even quipped about Trump's ability to stay awake during a court appearance, finding the whole situation so bizarre that he felt compelled to mention it. But in all seriousness, Trump was once again fined for violating a gag order, adding to his already extensive list of legal woes. Against the backdrop of the New York hush money trial, Colbert's jokes highlighted the allegations that Trump made payments to silence claims of an affair during the 2016 campaign, ostensibly to protect his presidential aspirations from scandal. This case has captured the attention of the nation, not only for its salacious details, but also for the important questions it raises about the role of campaign finance laws and the expectations for presidential conduct.
Supposed to be of my peers, but I can tell you, from what I can tell, they all love their children, and none of them tagged a porn star at a celebrity golf event featuring Ray Romano. Ray Romano, everyone loves him, except the porn star who was busy loving me. This means Trump has violated his gag order for the 10th time, one more, and the judge says the court will have to consider a jail sanction.
When Colbert pokes fun at Trump's actions in court, it suggests a larger concern about responsibility. Ignoring a gag order multiple times is not a small matter. It brings up inquiries about ethical norms, especially for those in the public eye. This leads to debates about whether influential individuals are held to a separate code of conduct and how that affects justice and impartiality. Stephen Colbert used this situation as a chance to express his thoughts on the matter.
I've got deja woohoo. This morning, he was fined $1,000 for disparaging remarks about the jurors he made on a right-wing network, saying that they were mostly all Democrat and had been picked so fast. Very unfair, plus.
In regards to Trump's criticism of the jury at his trial, Stephen Colbert humorously referenced Trump's claim that the jury was biased due to its Democratic composition. Colbert quipped that Trump complained about the selection process being too hurried and insinuated that none of Trump's genuine peers were present because they did not share his particular interests and lifestyle.
Dismissed from the Trump trial because he says he's a Republican from Texas.
I try to be impartial, but at the end of the day, we got to be, genuine and candid about the fact that I did grow up in a Republican state. You can take a boy out of Texas, but you can't take Texas out of the boy.
Trump's recent comment regarding the jury reflects his ongoing inclination to challenge the authenticity of legal procedures and figures that don't conform to his personal agenda. Since taking office and facing legal complications, Trump has often voiced disapproval towards judges and their verdicts, particularly when they don't work in his favor. Additionally, Stephen Colbert took it up a notch by discussing Trump's remarkable historical position. Take a look.
Merchan recognized the historic nature of this dilemma, telling Trump he didn't want to put him in jail because, quote, "You are a former president of the United States, and possibly the next one as well." Yes, no president has ever served jail time. Although Grover Cleveland did spend some time in witness protection as Grover Cincinnati.
In a comical manner, Stephen Colbert highlighted the possibility of Donald Trump making an unprecedented entry into history as the first former president to face imprisonment. In addition, he couldn't resist poking fun at the enormous amount of money Trump paid to Stormy Daniels.
Oh, personal handwritten checks, that's an amateur move. Should have used Zelle. You know their tagline, Zelle. I think it's like Venmo with more buttons.
During his show, Colbert brought up Trump's payment method to his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, and proposed a more up-to-date option, like Zelle, known for being easy to use. Colbert then sarcastically questioned the use of handwritten checks in 2016, when Trump allegedly paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 through Cohen to keep quiet about their affair before the presidential election. The timing and reason for the payment has been the subject of much scrutiny.
You have the unusual situation of the president's former lawyer releasing this and explaining its evidence that Donald Trump committed crimes in office. It's the Stormy Daniels reimbursement check. And when you have it, this is now all over the country. We saw it in the committee room. We have it here in our newsroom. This is not a jumbo check for some sort of charity auction. This is Donald Trump's personal bank account.
The hush money payment made by Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, to adult film actress Stormy Daniels was an attempt to keep her from revealing her alleged affair with the then presidential candidate. The payment, which totaled $130,000, was made just weeks before the 2016 election in an effort to prevent any negative impact on Trump's campaign. Despite the payment, Daniels eventually went public with her story, claiming that she had a sexual encounter with Trump in 2006. Cohen later testified that he was reimbursed by Trump for the payment, with Trump allegedly categorizing these reimbursements as legal expenses on his company's records. However, even with all of this information coming to light, Trump couldn't help but continue to promote his Mar-a-Lago resort. On a recent episode of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, the host called out Trump for his obsession with the Florida resort, suggesting that he was using the presidency for personal gain. It seems that no matter how much controversy surrounds Trump, he remains focused on promoting his own interests. While his supporters may view this as a sign of his business acumen, others see it as a clear conflict of interest that undermines the integrity of the presidency. Only time will tell how this will all play out.
Hey, donors, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who won't get no pic with me. Hanging by the big shrimp tray at the lunch buffet, waving $1 at me. Thank you. Thank you.
On the 6th of May, 2024, former President Donald Trump held a fundraising event at his luxurious Mar-a-Lago resort, where he made some remarks about the tedium of posing for photos with donors. Stephen Colbert, the popular late-night talk show host, couldn't resist poking fun at the Trump's comments with his typical flair. Colbert quipped that Trump was complaining about having to take so many photos with donors, suggesting that the former president was implying that if someone didn't get a photo with him, it was because they didn't donate enough money. This humorous remark highlights the transactional nature that is often associated with political fundraising. Indeed, it's not uncommon for politicians to spend a significant amount of time and effort fundraising as they seek to raise the necessary funds to finance their campaigns. And while some may argue that fundraising is an essential part of the political process, others argue that it can lead to corruption and undue influence. In recent years, there have been growing concerns about the influence of big donors on the political process, with some arguing that politicians are more likely to listen to the concerns of wealthy donors than the needs of ordinary citizens. This has led to calls for campaign finance reform, with some advocating for stricter limits on the amount of money that individuals and organizations can donate to political campaigns. While the debate over political fundraising and its impact on the political process is unlikely to be resolved anytime soon, one thing is clear: the transactional nature of fundraising will continue to be a source of humor and criticism for comedians like Stephen Colbert.
Trump went on to say that a nearby wedding at Mar-a-Lago was getting better treatment because the wedding was paying more per person to be there. There's a wedding that costs more than $40,000 a plate. I assume the food options are chicken, fish, or the most dangerous game.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump's fundraising efforts have been a critical part of his post-presidency activities. Trump is known to host fundraising events at his Mar-a-Lago resort, where his team solicits contributions for his political campaigns and related activities. These events are not just social gatherings, but they are also strategic fundraising opportunities that generate significant financial support for Trump's political brand. Supporters pay substantial sums to attend these events, sometimes even up to $200,000 per person or more. The high price tags attached to these events are often justified by the promise of exclusive access to Trump, including photo opportunities, dinners, and private speeches. This exclusivity not only generates significant financial support, but it also fosters a deepening connection to Trump's political brand among attendees. Trump's relationship with his supporters is unique, as he has managed to maintain a strong direct connection with his base using both his charisma and direct communication style. Fundraising events at venues like Mar-a-Lago not only allow him to leverage personal access into political capital, but they also provide the necessary funds to pay for his legal bills. Despite Trump's post-presidency activities, one question remains: what will become of his post-presidency trials? As of now, Trump is facing multiple legal challenges, including an ongoing investigation by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office into his business dealings and taxes. Additionally, Trump faces allegations of incitement of insurrection in relation to the January 6th Capitol riots. As these trials continue to unfold, it remains to be seen how they will impact Trump's post-presidency activities and political brand. However, one thing is for sure: we will continue to keep you updated on all the latest developments. Get ready to experience excitement like never before as we prepare to upload our next video. We have been working tirelessly to bring you the most entertaining content possible, and we can't wait for you to see what we have in store. Our upcoming video is packed with thrilling moments that are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. From heart-pumping action to hilarious bloopers, we have it all covered. So mark your calendars and set your reminders, because you don't want to miss out on this epic masterpiece. Be prepared to be blown away as we showcase our talent and creativity in our next video. Stay tuned for the ultimate entertainment experience.